we can listen to these non-duality teachers who are talking, they're on stage or they're behind a camera. And so obviously they're doing what they love to do. And they're in that space of freedom. And they're transmitting that space of freedom because that's what they love to do. They can do that. And that can give the impression that they're like that in every moment. When they get off the stage, when they're at home and their wife is having a go at them, or when their kids have been expelled from school, or whatever is going on in their lives, they're not going to be staying in that state that they're in when they're on stage, or when they're looking down the camera, that state of presence. They will be going through, and I can't speak for other people, but we go through challenging experiences in life. Now, these challenging experiences don't need to cause us suffering, but they will cause us pain. They don't need to cause us suffering, but they will cause us pain. And it's natural for them to cause us pain, and good for us to feel pain, to feel our heart break, to feel angry, to feel these human emotions. That's not wrong. That's not something that you need to get away from. That's not something that you need to get rid of. It's natural to feel those things. So what's the difference between suffering and pain? Well, suffering is very simply a situation arises in life, it creates the emotional pain, and a story is created along with it, and we believe the story, and we're pulled into a victim identity in the head around the story, which can drag on the suffering for months or even years. That's suffering. Now, exactly the same scenario can happen, and if you stay centered, if you stay knowing the freedom of awareness whilst this situation is happening that's causing you the pain, while you stay knowing the awareness within which it is arising, you're not pulled into believing stories in the mind. You stay clear. You stay clear. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to feel challenging human emotions arising within your body. And this is where we adopt the framework of Tantra. Tantra tells us that every feeling we have inside is a gift. Every emotion we have inside is a gift to be transmuted into light. All the pain we experience inside is a gift to be transmuted, to be felt through and transmuted. So, when a challenging experience does arise for you in life, I'll say again, you don't need to suffer, but it's okay to feel the pain. It's okay to be a human being, to cry, to shout, and it's okay to suffer for a little bit if you need to do that. But you come out of that. You come out of that. You don't stay in that. Now, I'm going through something personally at the moment, and I'm going to make a video on it. But I want to wait until I've been through more of the waves of it. So I'll probably wait a couple of weeks until I release a full video on what I've been experiencing, which has been challenging. Challenging. I told my teacher Craig about it yesterday, and when I told him, he just went, "Oof, ooh." So I'll tell you what it is soon, and I'm learning a lot from it. I'm growing from it. I'm expanding from it. These experiences that we have in life, which have the potential to shut us down, to close us down into suffering. When that happens, and it can close us down into suffering, within that is also the potential to open and to expand. Within that is the invitation to stay open. The invitation to stay open in the midst of the pain. In the midst of the pain. To stay clear in the mind as best as we can. As best as we can to stay clear in the mind. To know what we are beyond the mind. And at the same time to fully feel all the centers, the energy centers in our body, and to meet it. To allow consciousness to come into it and to meet it. And to where the body's closing down, to open into it. Ah, yes. This is Tantra. This is Tantra. You want to know what Tantra is? Meet the pain that arises when you go through challenging experiences. And yeah, like I say, I don't want to be all secretive about what's happening. I'm going to release a video soon, but I just don't want to do it until I've been through some more waves of this experience. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening. Yeah, it's okay to be human, and it's fucking good to be free. You can be free and you can be fully human. That's the invitation. That's the best. That is the best. That's the glory. Human, it's good to be human. It's good to be human. It's okay to go through shit. It's okay for life to break our heart open into a million pieces. It's okay for us to struggle. It's okay. It's all okay. It's good to be human. And it's good to know what is beyond our human self, the freedom that is beyond our human self. And that is an awesome, beautiful combination. Okay, I'm done. I will see you on the next video. Much love.